All right, guys, I am Stephanie Dunn and this is Joel Dunn, and we are super excited. We are the top earners of the company. And I feel like we've been away because we were teaching and giving some love to our European countries because you guys get us a little bit more. So we're going to talk a little bit about what we learned with them and how we can apply what they do and if it's really any different. And then we're going to share with you guys how to earn these builder bonuses. I'm so excited. I see Rachel Johnson on right now, and she earned a builder bonus. So I'm super proud of her. She's put out some huge goals and what she's going to do for the month of June and hit Jamaica and all of the things. And so really, if you're new, we want to encourage you that this system that It Works has is working and what we can focus on, because you guys, we've seen people that have been in the company and have made this mental shift and decision to do it. We've seen people even leave and decide to come back, and they're crushing it. And so what is different? And I think that that's something that we've talked about over the last few weeks is like, what do we have? And we have, you guys, we're $1 billion brand. We're a debt-free company. So when people are asking you why it works, those are some key words that you're going to want to say. We have innovative products that work, that are affordable. Gosh, you guys, I'm seeing amazing results with Slimmer and some of these new products. Profi, we actually just heard today that went out the gates like Slimmer did.
Yeah,
I'm blown away.
It's as exciting to people as Slimmer was. So that's super awesome that it's pushing its way up the ranks into the top 10 most ordered products and hopefully on its way to a top 5.
Yeah, so I was shocked for that. So that just gives me a little bit. I know for those of you that are not in Road to VIP, make sure that you are in the Road to VIP, or you get added, or you ask, and then always add your team, because there's great trainings. They're going to do live, they're going to do updates, but Profi is still on sale. So if you want to get your hands on that, go get that while you get a little bit of a sale on the new Profi. And it's trendy, you guys. So that's one thing that I was excited about, is protein mixed with coffee. Joel's always looking at things. And one of the things he said is, Steph, you need more protein in your diet. Like, I can't get enough of protein. So if you are looking for a way to add even more protein and it tastes good, like I just mixed it with water and it actually tastes good, that's what you're going to want to do. The other product, you guys, that we have on sale right now is Skinny Hydrate. So the cocoa mango you can get for 25 bucks. I actually have a customer that noticed, she had me switch her product this month, and then she immediately messaged me back and said, can you add on the sale of the Skinny Hydrate, the cocoa mango? So huge, just to get our clients, our customers trying the product that they may want to try. So that's some of that. We'll go over, I don't want to go over all of the things, but really what I want you to focus on is, what are you going to do for the month of June, and how can we make June a huge month? And I'm just going to be, actually, I'm going to ask you guys, can I be completely honest and open with you about my May? Let's see, put a 1 in the chat. I knew Rachel was going to be like, yes, yes, yes. Okay. So some of you have heard this before. The last couple of years, I wasn't as active like on my social media and doing all the things. And I would tell you guys to do the things, but I wasn't. And I decided this year, really wanted to post, do my stories daily, really keep up with before and after pictures. And in the month of May, we went to Europe. We were gone for 3 weeks, you guys. And for a lot of the time was work to meet the Europeans. But then I also had our daughter fly in, and we got to spend time with just her, going and doing all the things that she always dreamed of. And so I took some time off. And if you know me, I'm super scheduled. I'm very goal driven. And it was not a good month of May personally for enrollments for me, which drives me insane. So what do I do about it? And I think this is something that I'm like, this is such a good teaching point for those of you that maybe you didn't do the things that you wanted to do. You just got to let it go and then just decide. So when I got back, I didn't beat myself up too bad. But what I did is I went right back into posting and sharing and a before and after pictures. And I still ended up hitting a goal that I set for that week because I'm so goal driven. So, you know, what I want you guys to strive for is that builder bonus this month. So we want you to go after your customers and distributors. So 4 customers, 1 distributor gets you 150 in bonus, and these are paid out weekly. And then if you do that 2 more times in the month, you're going to get an additional 350. So there's $800 in just bonuses alone. And so I made this mind shift. And that's really what it comes down to. I know the business works. So when you come to me, or if I came to myself and was like, Stephanie, what the heck? I didn't do the things that I needed to do. And I don't get discouraged because I know when I'm planting the seeds, they come. And then I got to do the follow up. So if that's where you're at, you're like, you know what? I'm not going to worry about the past. I'm just going to worry about where I'm going for the month of June and for the summer. And so if you have a rough day and you're like, I took a break, don't beat yourself up, but get back into what are those tasks? What are the things that you want to do? Is it getting up a little bit earlier? Is it getting up a little later? And don't make the excuses like I'll do it later. Because what if you get sick? What if something unexpectedly comes up and you don't do the things that you say that you were going to do tomorrow because you put it off? So I want you to really get that calendar out, make those decisions to be strict on what it is that you're going to do to take your business to that level of making builder bonus happen. I'm seeing it happen all over the place. So people are wanting the products. We're selling a ton of 14 easies, a ton of slimming trios. So people are loving our price point right now. That's been a huge thing. I don't know if Chelsea's on right now because she's on West Coast, but I'm going to have her come in the next week and have her share some of the scripts and what their team did, because they rallied and man, they crushed it. And so I'm going to have them share a little bit of what they're doing. But if you're just super focused, you can break that down into, I want to do 4 customers this week and a distributor. I already did that today, you guys. That was my goal. Is I did not feel good either. I'll share a little bit about that. Kidney stones, urinary tract infection. I'm not feeling very well, and I'm still showing up on the Zoom. Like, you guys just get me like it is. And so I have a big goal for June. And so I'm not going to let excuses get in my way, because I want to lead from the front and I want to show you guys that.
So leading into the whole excuses thing, it's kind of interesting because I have a whole slew of quotes here from a bunch of different things I was listening to over on this. So I'm just going to jump in and drop some quotes really quick. It says, stop mastering the excuses in your life. If you're going to master something, please stop mastering the excuses to why you can't do what you need to do or why you can't have what you need to have. And then after it was, people can change their lives if only they would give up their BS excuses for getting out of the work that it takes to change their life. The ultimate truth is people don't want to do the work associated to get the reward. They want the reward, but they don't want to do what it takes to get the reward. And it said, God wants to see if you are really serious about what it is you say you are going to do. So when you start doing what you say you are going to do, God shows up bigger than if you were just talking about what you were going to do.
You're going to have to share that in team page. So I only shared that in this page. So if you're on the Never Done page, this is the only place that we put this Zoom for tonight. So you're getting an extra Stephanie and Joel, the real Joel and Stephanie Dunn tonight, but we will definitely share those. And something that we have as a visual, and I'll put this in the team page. And some of you have maybe seen this with the builder bonus. Can you share that picture? You can take a screenshot of this, but we'll put it into the team page so you guys can see the visual of what it is that you're going to want to do. And this gets you that $800. So if you're like, you know what, I really want to go for $800 this month, extra and just bonuses. This is the goal that you're going to want to do. Is every time you enroll a perk member customer and you hit that 300 in sales, you're going to earn $50. When you enroll a distributor, you're going to get kicked out another 100. So there's 150. Like I said earlier, you do that 2 more times, you'll get an additional 350 on top of it. What's cool is as you're doing this and you're teaching your team to go after even their first 150, 4 customers in a distributor. I know that each and every one of us can do that this week. If we did that ourselves and we taught one of our newbies to do the exact same thing, they're going to get 150 and you're going to be getting an additional 75 on that. So if you're like, you know what, I've got a new distributor, or I've got a distributor on my team, let's partner together and do the exact same postings. Let's knock this out. Let's do the same host to post. So then our conversations, if they have questions, you're doing the exact same thing, just teaching it to someone else. And so that's what I'm really going to try to focus on when newbies sign. And if we have to, we'll put a chat together. I feel like this is a great time to really do an accountability chat, make some extra money for those that want to do that. We've done this before. And this is the season where I see people break through from the rest, is during the summers. And so I know that each of you are on tonight. You're ready for that. You are a standout leader. You want more. You're ready to take that business to the next level.
Michelle, to answer your question, you have to have distributor and 4 customers in order to get the 4 and a friend bonus.
Mhm.
So just getting the distributor doesn't get you the $100. It's a part of the 4 and a friend bonus. So you have to have your friend and your 4 in order to get the full 150.
But they can get the unlimited $50 per
Correct.
customer. So if you're a customer gathering machine, those are unlimited $50.
And then you can pick up the distributors along the way to match the 4. So if you have 8 and you only have 1 distributor, if you add another distributor down the road, you'll pick up the $100 on that perk member 4 that you have.
Yeah, that's perfect. So this is just a visual. I'm a visual, and we can even make a sheet to where you're writing those down like each week, if you've got your customer, so you can keep track of that. I like to keep track. Like I said, I'm really goal driven. If I don't have a goal, or if I don't know where I'm going, I'm not going to do it. Same thing with your chart. This leads you into Ruby and teaching other people to go Ruby. And we want you guys to help people go Ruby, because that's also helping them get free tickets for green carpet. And you could be a top Ruby bonus or Ruby builder and go to the island, go to the Pentecost Island. And that would be amazing. Like, it doesn't matter
drop
what
a 2
rank.
if you want to go to the island. I don't know what's more important, the island or Jamaica.
I mean, both, all the things. And so what I love is it doesn't matter what rank you currently are, you can become a top Ruby builder. So I love these contests because it's open for anyone. Do not count yourself out. Stay in your lane. Don't worry about what other people are doing. That's when things mess with your head, and mindset and what you're doing is so important. And I just see Rachel constantly in my screen right now. And I've seen a shift in her and what it's done. And she's sometimes holds on and overthinks things, and she hasn't. She's really pushed through, and she's building it. Like, she is a mass recruiter, and she's back, and she's had great success with Slimmer, and she's doing all the things. And I've seen her be consistent. And so that's what I want you guys to do, is don't let what everybody else is doing keep you from where you're going. I want you guys to know you are exactly where you're at. You know what you need to do. Don't panic. You're planting the seeds. Everything's going to come in alignment. I believe that. I see it all the time. You just got to do the work. So with that, there's your quick start program, kind of your little bit of a visual. So you can take that one down. So the next thing that I really wanted to share about is it that different building in different countries? And I'll ask you that question, Joel, is, we were around a lot of different people. The language barrier was there a little bit. Did you think that it was that much different building than the way we do here?
Nope.
Plain and simple.
The only training that I did the whole time we were there is 4 and a friend, 4 and a friend, 4 and a friend, 4 and a friend, because that translates 4 and a friend. And that's all you have to do in this business month after month after month. And I said, guess what? When you get tired of doing 4 and a friend, guess what you're going to do? And they all said 4 and a friend. I go, exactly. You're starting to get it.
Yeah. I think that was the thing that I was listening to. And you saw excitement with people that were winning. You saw confidence. You saw them wanting to be around everything. So if I were to say, what's different? What is the success of other people?
One thing that I did notice that was completely different is they got to an event and that lit them on fire. The work that they've done since those events, they have doubled their output. It is incredible. So if you have an event that you can get to near you, or you can create your own event to get people to come to, do it. Mm-hmm. It's going to be something that's going to catapult your team and everybody in your area to the next level.
Well, and green carpets tickets are going to be on sale. And so that is the one thing that, for whatever reason, we can do Zooms, but when you actually are physically with people, it's the conversations that I'm hearing outside of even the trainings. And it's really, a lot of it was their mindset. They knew what they wanted to do. They set their goals out there. They didn't make the excuses. And it doesn't matter how you do the business. That's what I really paid attention to. Some were really good with TikToks and Reels. Some were really good with host to post. Some are really good on Facebook. Some, it's crazy, they're out in person. And so I want to make sure you guys know, if you're feeling like you're not getting the results from one platform, there's all these other platforms available to you. And
all the platforms.
And this was eye-opening for me. So they didn't have Blitz cards, and we're really trying to get back to, giving a coupon or getting a business card to hand out to people. So there's a template so that all distributors can get something like that. But I witnessed them handing out coffee samples to waitresses, to bartenders, to all of the events that we were at. And I was like proud mama bear, because I was like, that's exactly what we do. It was that excitement of like, hey, have you ever heard of this? And they opened the door for a conversation. And so that leads me back to, what is our job? Our job is to have those 10 conversations every day. Maybe your goal is 5 new conversations, not always about getting the host to post up, but getting conversations. So if you're out and about, try to get a new conversation, try to get yourself a new lead, make it something on your phone or a sticky note, something that you're like, this is my goal to, as I'm out doing errands, to get more people, and not just on social media. Because that was huge for me to see that, and as a good reminder. And they have less products than what we do. And so that was a reminder to them of like, less is more. That's one of the conversations that I had with everybody, is we don't need to know all the things, just focus on a couple things. So if you're like, I want to be a master a couple products that you love, fall in love with just a few and master a pack. Like I will just say with Chelsea, she mastered 14 easy packs. That's what her and her team are selling. I think Nikki's even on here and she's like, I already got a 14 easy, 29 more to go. So she knows her goal for the whole month, you guys.
I see her. Yes.
Yes. So what is your goal? Maybe that's going in tonight and going and looking at some of the packs or the products that you like and going like Slimming Trio 60 BV. How many Slimming Trio packs would I need to help somebody go Ruby with volume? You need 2,000 in volume as a Ruby. How many of those packs, if you just focused on that, would that take? And so that's super simple to do. A little bit of homework tonight is how many, and that's just you. Like, obviously you and your team are going to shoot for some goals too. But if you're like, this is my personal goal, this is what I want to do, take the time to write it out now. It's the first of the month. What is that goal? Like Jen Rupp, 34 trios. Perfect. Like your guys are going to know what that's about. Like really, that's like a customer a day. That is not hard. When you break it down, even you hear 34, Jen, I love that you shared that. That's one customer a day. That's what I've always had, is I want a customer a day and I want 10 distributors a day or a month. So that is super doable. And I see people doing that multiple times. So I think, don't think the impossible, think the possible. But it was really just keeping it super simple, super focused, adding to our networks early. If you guys haven't seen the video of cleaning up your Facebook, like the algorithms with in the team page, I'll go bump that up. Take the time to do that, because I see a lot of, even myself, we're doing the work, but maybe our algorithms aren't in alignment right now and we need to clean up some things. So I want you to make sure you kind of clean that up, taking the time to really reach out, get interaction back on, and still don't worry about that if people aren't commenting or liking. People are watching you, I promise you. They're always watching me. I'm like, keep watching, people. Keep watching. You're either going to join me or you're going to keep watching until you do. Like, that's what you have the attitude of doing. And don't be afraid to go share everybody else's promotions, because people are winning. And it's going to even be a bigger month for June. I'm projecting that to be, this is going to be one of our biggest promotion months that we've had in a really long time. And so I want you guys to be part of that and to share all of those things. I think, let me run down my brain. Did you have anything else when we were in Europe?
No, just don't let things be excuses. I mean, we could have let language barrier be an excuse for a 4.5 hour car ride and we hopped on and we used the tools that were available. So we sat and had conversations for 4.5 hours using Google Translate.
Yeah, it's crazy. We are so, when you want something bad enough, you find a way. And that is a perfect example of like, he wants to be an ambassador diamond, even though he doesn't speak our language. He does a little bit better English than what we would do, Czech. But he wanted us in the car because he was driving us to the next city, and he wanted our time because he saw the value in that, and that we did Google Translate. I was like, please don't do that while you're driving, but we'll do our best. So if there's something that you're like, you know what, I want to be a better, I want to gather more people from TikTok, then you're going to go look that stuff up and you're going to go create a TikTok. So, you know, those are the things that you don't need to wait for your leader or for the team page or anything else. There's something that, you know, maybe we've not discussed and you're like, I really want to do this, do it. I would say, don't overthink the things, because you're not going to be perfect when you first start. And that's how we learn in anything, right? Like, we just have to ask the questions. I know Amy might be on here. She's a new distributor. And I was like, she has asked me 3 million questions. I'm like, she wants it. And she's like, I'm sorry, I don't want to bother you. I'm like, no, this is what we love. And I can tell you, I know Taylor, Rachel, I'm just seeing you guys are on top. You know that when your distributors reach out to you, you love that. Like, they're hungry for it. They're learning, and to give each of us grace. So as you're reaching out and you're asking the questions, and if somebody doesn't get back to you right away, just know maybe they're busy and they'll get back to you and just say, hey, did you see my message? Or do both. Get really good at asking your enroller, but then get really good at asking in team pages. And team, this month, like, I want us to be able to share what's working so that we all can have more wins. So if there's something that you are really good at and you want to share that, please share that. I'm going to send out random things for people that do that. So hopefully you'll share even more with us. But one of the things that worked for me this last week was I didn't overthink it, and I just got before and after pictures out, and I got conversations again. So I don't know if it just happened to be the holidays or what. Again, sharing not only your own product or your before and afters, but everybody else's is huge. So if you have before and afters, drop those in the team page. The other thing that we're going to do this week, Friday, is if you get a for and a friend, please share that, and I'll make a thread so that we can do a picture and we can shout you guys out too. Did you have something? Or you were like, I thought you were like doing something. No. I saw Joel's fingers. I was like, is he stopping me? So for me, it was just doing
what you guys
things.
Don't see under the screen is stuff like this.
Yeah, like, hold on, I got something to say. Like, oh my gosh. But I think, you know, I didn't overthink it because I was really beating myself up, but I was like, you know what, I don't usually ever check out, but man, I really want to hit my goal. And I tried. If I didn't hit it, it was going to be okay. I was going to probably cry, but I know that I did the work, and you know what, it's already paying off for June, because I'm seeing the customers come in on day one, and distributors that I've did the work the last few days. And I want you guys to do that. So just start, be consistent. Everybody talked about that around each of the countries. They were super laser focused on their charts and what they needed to do to make that happen. So I want to make sure that you guys know that that's really what all it is being consistent, doing the work, mastering what you want to master, knowing exactly what you want to do, being on top of your team, and maybe going back again and going, okay, it's summer. Are you ready to do this with me? I just need to know, because I'm going to be accountable for the next 30 days. Do you want to be in this for the next 30 days? I'm not going to tell you guys 90 days. That's too long. Let's just focus on these next 30 days, because we need to get you guys if you help somebody go Ruby, you're going to get an additional $500 as well. So on your way to getting those builder bonuses, you're going to be able to get yourself another bonus on top of that, and points for Jamaica. I want you all to be able to go to Jamaica. So we're going to really push for that. You'll probably see more power hours, just different things leading to kind of help you guys. So I don't want to just talk at you. I want to go with you. And so some of us leaders are going to just start sharing screens and what we're doing so that you guys can knock it out of the park. Because I know that the newbies, that's where they're scary, or you're like, I'm not sure how to answer that. So we do. It's not overthinking. We'll make sure that you guys get that in. But really, I missed you all so much. You're going to see something coming up for the lake. I hope you all want to come to the lake and see us and hang out. So over the next few weeks, you're going to get to see that. And we want to come hang out with you guys. Or actually, I want you to come hang out with us at the lake house. This is what we built this for. We're just waiting for our stairs to be built. And then, you know, a lake is huge. So I don't care if it's 100 people show up at the lake. I'll probably have to do it during the week. But you know what? We need to have some fun. I don't want to die on the tube this year at all. So for those of you that were last year, almost died. But just getting around, having some fun, doing some TikToks, doing all the things. If you all want to come, I'll put the date out there and we'll make that happen so that we can have a bunches of you here. But I really missed you guys. I appreciate you all taking the time to get on a Thursday night and the beginning of the month and really doing this, knowing, you know, Monday night, I'm going to see your faces again and you're going to want to be on. I have a special guest for that. So I'm excited. I've got some things lined up for June because we're not messing around. I'm just super excited. What we had the chance to do over the last couple of weeks, it kind of filled me up so that I could fill you guys up and just know that anything is possible. If anything that I took away from that trip, just seeing people kind of that ignorance on fire and not overthinking anything and just doing the things. And I might even have international come on and us to have a translator so you guys can hear how they talk to people and what they do. It's a little bit different, but I thought, you know, that could be fun down the road to do that. So again, way to knock it out of the park with promotions. I love you all. I didn't want to keep you on super long tonight, but let's focus this week on a four and a friend. And when you do that, I'm going to go make a thread so that I can make you guys some pretty pictures and we can share all that and we can go from there.
Guys, I say this pretty much at the beginning of every single month. Do you know how to have an amazing month? You start the month exactly how you just finished it. You were like crazy people with your hair on fire. Don't let the next 5 days be you putting it out with water so that you have to wait for 2 more weeks for it to dry so that you can put it on fire again for the last week. Just continue with hair on fire and watch how that compounds over the summer.
Seriously, like that's exactly it. You guys were like fingers of fire the last couple of days of the month. So we did see that. We know how hard you work and all those blessings and those seeds you planted are going to come. So I'll have Joel close us out with prayer. And then Monday night, same Zoom ID. We'll see you guys at 8 o'clock, but you can close us out.
All right. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this amazing group of world changers. I just ask that you would bless them over this weekend, bring people into their paths that they need to meet so that they can help change their lives, help everybody to have an amazing, amazing month going out and doing incredible things for your kingdom. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. All right, guys, we love you. We'll see you Monday. Have a good week.